Hi everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid, just going to dive into Bitcoin. Hope you had a really good weekend, hope you have a really good week, okay? Big up the CoinsKid crew and thank you to each and every one of you for your contribution towards CoinKid. And the Patreon's blowing up. We've got a Discord server now, which the patrons are really enjoying, so that's good. Got all different segregations of each coins that we cover and TA and all that sort of business. So it's all good, We're building a fantastic community, and once again, thank you for your support. Yeah, so diving into Bitcoin then, you can see that it's picking up relatively well, isn't it? We've had a really good week last week. We've got a lot of support. And just like I anticipated, everyone was super bearish, weren't they, on Bitcoin? And CoinsKid will always tell you what he sees. Bearish up here, bullish down here. I'm long-term bullish. I don't need to go through that all with you again. I'll always try and tell you what's happening in real time. And again, once again, I'll remind you, I've not got a crystal ball, okay? And what I say is not going to happen 100%. You know, I'm always going to be wrong. I'm going to be right sometimes. I'll just always tell you what I say. And effectively, you know, I did say to you down here that Bitcoin was showing strength, and it looks like it's coming up for a retest of 20, because you only have to look at the charts after each capitulation event, which we've gone through here. This is a humongous correction for Bitcoin, and it was much needed, as I've outlined before. You can see it picks up and it comes to the 20 to retest it at least. So this is what we're anticipating here in the channel, is a retest of this 20. Now, if we do start to get this retest and we start to break through and backtest the support, that is golden for continuation to this 200k target in this bull run for Bitcoin. Now, I know it's frustrating, you're looking at your alts and they're sort of crabbing going sideways, but what's happening is all eyes are on Bitcoin, okay? If Bitcoin continues, they will continue. So once again, be patient, because what you're starting to see is a lot of the alts and the profits from alts flow back into the Bitcoin there, which is obviously what's driving the Bitcoin dominance up right now. And I'll show you the Bitcoin dominance. As you can see, it's starting to pick up really well, isn't it? And it bounced off our support line right there. And like I've said to you in a previous video right there, I do anticipate, because you can see how overextended it is here. I mean, it basically collapsed, didn't it, in the Bitcoin dominance right there in this little alt season that we had. When did that begin? In March. You know, lasted for a couple of months there, where the alts absolutely bloomed, didn't they? You know, and took off into space. You had things like Chiliz going up to 90 cents from 2 cents and things like that. I'm not saying Chiliz is a bad token. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you can see where that alt season and a lot of the dominance was lost by Bitcoin. But right now it's bounced off a key level of support, which we gave you months ago when you broke out this particular upper trend line just here for Bitcoin. We said down here was a key level of support, because you only have to move to the left, and you can see this is where Bitcoin's bounced before. Okay, so this was really important as a key level of support just there, and boom, it's bounced off it again, hasn't it, in the Bitcoin dominance. So I'm not saying the bull run's over, far from over. I do anticipate a two-part bull run, but obviously to get the bull run in full steam, you've got to see Bitcoin going off into space, basically. Not into space, but you've got to see it picking up the slack. And this is what's happening right now. Bitcoin's picking up the dominance again, and it's starting to charge. Okay, and once it charges, do anticipate another alt season once it starts to sort of cool down and correct. But right now, all eyes on Bitcoin, and yeah, that's why you're seeing a lot of focus on Bitcoin. There's one thing that's worrying with Bitcoin at the moment, and that's the volume. We're not seeing much volume. So is there a little bit of manipulation at play? Is there a bit of wash trading at play? Painting the tape, so to speak. That's what they call it. You know, a bit of back and forth between Jack and Joe. So yeah, do be careful, because we're not completely out the woods yet, completely. And the key sign for me, like I've said to you, we are breaking key levels right now for Bitcoin. Okay, I will show you these key levels that were broken, that I've told you about so many times. Okay, we are breaking the daily 20 EMA right there, and we've broken out of this bullish descending channel, which I've spoken to you about yesterday. And I did say anticipate the break this week, didn't I? And in June the boom will resume, and hopefully we can continue this. We've broken out key level of resistance right here on the daily, back tested at 20. Okay, if we can hold it, beautiful, because that will bring us back up to a challenge to 55. Now if we start to get back through that 55 and back test that support, this is where you're going to see the 20 on the weekly come into play. And for me, you start getting a back above a 20 and you start hitting your head on, you start hitting your ass on it, you're looking really good for continuation here for Bitcoin, because you can see that when you get back up with 20 and back test the support, see you later, that's an uptrend. Okay, that's the uptrend for me. When you're above a 20 and you're holding it, that's the confirmation of an uptrend on any time frame. So remember that. Okay, right now you look at that and it looks relatively healthy, doesn't it? You were broken out of this descending bullish channel right there for Bitcoin. So yeah, it's looking relatively well at the moment, but like I said to you, you know, we do need to see more volume, to be honest with you. And you can see at the moment the volume's not great, so that's always a little bit okay, what's going on there, some manipulation. So Yeah, hold tight, everyone. Hold tight, because obviously you can get something called a throwback, and where you come back into the pattern and continue the downtrend effectively here. But we are making progress. You can't deny we are making progress. Okay, we do, like I've outlined so many times, you do need to see more volume to back up the breakout. Okay, at the moment, what we do need to see, okay, obviously, is break this high here. So at the moment, that is that high. We do need to see the close above that high. You can see it. We've had a high higher than that high. Okay, we've actually gone higher. But we do need to see the closeout above this particular high here, because this is this swing high here. Do you see that? Swing low. And right now on the daily, you're still hitting your head on this level of resistance right there, because obviously if you do start to break this level of resistance, you're going to continue, aren't you? Obviously. So this is a key level of resistance right here that needs to be broken, and that particular level, I'll tell you, is roughly around there, 391119. So you can see we're toying with it today. If we can get the close above that today or soon, brilliant and beautiful. And like I said to you, if you can start back testing the 20 as well and confirm that as support, what is it going to do? It's going to creep you up, and it's going to make you come up and test the 55, break through that, back test the support. See you later, alligator. We're off to the beach, aren't we, for Bitcoin? And it's looking really, really strong that we've bottomed out and we're starting to reverse a trend just here. Now there is another concern, obviously, in the stock markets there with the Dow Jones and the Dow Jones Industrial Average and the Transportation Average. I'm going to drop a video to Alessio Rastani's video, a link to his video right here, so you can jump into that video and pay attention to it, because there are a couple of signals there that if they are painted, one's already been painted, if another one's painted, it's confirmation of a reversal, trend reversal, and a bit of a downtrend in the stock market, unfortunately. And with that, this is where you could see Bitcoin actually roll over and drag down with the stock market, unfortunately. So the stock market is kind of due a bit of a correction, to be honest with you. So do pay attention to them particular signals, because that could put a bit of a holding and a bit of a dampener on our 200k target for Bitcoin. You know, and all this could be a bit of a washout, basically. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And these are the things we have to pay attention to, okay? So don't get too excited yet. We need more volume, and we need to see Bitcoin breaking key levels of resistance right here for continuation in this bull run and getting to those 200k targets, because we've got a long road ahead of us and we've got a lot of resistance in front of us as well for Bitcoin, okay? So stay strong, stay healthy, and stay tuned. I'll be back tomorrow with another update for Bitcoin. Bye-bye, everyone.